Hello everybody. Today I will bring you guys along. I have an interview at 8 a.m. She asked me, when do you wanna, because she gave me like 3 different dates, and I decided to be the first one. So today is Monday, and then I do live far away from this hospital, but I prepared a day before, and here I am. I got here 1 hour early, and I'm glad I did because I heard that's very hard to find parking. But I got here very early. Anyhow, if you guys are interested in watching, keep on watching. Hello. So today I'm doing a blog. I'm doing a blog, an interview blog. I'm like this right now because I woke up so early and I'm very tired. But I was thinking to take a nap because I got here an hour early, just well. But I'm not gonna wear this. I'm wearing black, all black. I'll show you when I get off. And I'm gonna wear this baby because it's a little cold still. It's just simple. And I want to bring you guys along. I want to see how it goes. I know I've been through more than 10 interviews already. I feel confident, but I feel a little bit nervous, of course, So if you guys feel nervous, that's very, very normal. I'm gonna try my best to take deep breaths. Right now I feel calm. But in a little bit I'm gonna go in there and just walk around, get myself a little bit familiar, and I will tell you how it goes at the end. So if you guys are interested, let me know. I'm just kidding. If you guys are interested, just keep watching. I know they're probably gonna ask me, tell me about yourself. And well, I'm gonna have to just spill the tea, doing phlebotomy since 2017. So I'm an old G now. I'm just kidding. But I do have a lot of experience. I am excited to meet the hiring manager, and I'm excited for a new chapter in my life, just because I love phlebotomy, and I know every time you start a new job, it feels like a fresh start, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm very, very excited, and I will let you guys know when I get back. I just wanted to let you guys know. So for my interview, I have my hair up because I don't want to distract my face, and I'm wearing all black with a little bit of blue. And how did I prepare for this interview? Well, I just did research online to see how the hospital is. This is a hospital, by the way. And I just wanted to bring you guys along. That way you guys have an idea of how an interview could go. I would love to talk to you guys after the interview. But right now, let me show you my outfit. I don't know if I'm overdoing it with the eyeliner, but I'm not wearing any face makeup. It's just the eyeliner and a little bit of lipstick. Not too dramatic. My nails are clean. I'm ready. Okay, it's time. So what am I gonna take with me? I'm gonna take my wallet, my keys, of course, and then a book. Just so I can sit down because I'm actually very early, but I want to sit in the lobby. So I'm gonna read for a little bit, and then 5 minutes before my interview, I'm gonna turn off my phone and I'm gonna close my book. So I'm gonna be there ready to be called. Let me show you my outfit. I'm wearing black pants, black shirt, and this little pretty much. That's what I'm wearing. There we go. It's normal to feel scared. That's torture. I'm just kidding. Interviews are very, very scary. Oh my god. So I'm done, and I'm going to tell you what I remember, okay? So for sure, you guys, please study the order of draw, okay? Because they did ask me questions, like trick questions. And I go like this because they can actually be very hard if you don't know. Oh my God. I'm trying to catch my breath because I'm still in shock, and I feel like I could breathe now. But for sure, know your order of draw. They asked me, like, they mentioned a couple of tests, and they told me, hey, so what will you draw first? And I just told them, and I think I answered correctly because I know the order of draw by, like, memorized it over time. Like, I'm just that good. I'm just kidding. So basically they said, hey, if doctor orders a Chem 7, a set rate, TSH, and a PPT, what will you draw first? And of course the answer is blue top first, and then for the TSH and the Chem 7, that's a TSH and Chem 7, that's a green top. I know because this is a hospital, but normally if it's outpatient, it would be a SST. But in this case, I just said green top because I already know chemistry, it's green. And then the state rate, it's a lavender, or in some cases, some hospitals, it's a black tube, the glass thin one. Oh my God, I feel so nervous, you guys. Another question. She asked me, go ahead and tell me how to do phlebotomy from beginning to end. And I was a little bit nervous. I was nervous a little bit, but I basically told them exactly what I do. Make sure at the beginning you obviously introduce yourself. What are you going to do? And I basically said, before you even poke them, the patient, you need to identify the patient. Once you identify the patient, then I put the tourniquet on. I check for a good vein. Once I have a good vein, I remove the tourniquet, and then I grab my supplies. I never grab my supplies first. I grab them after I see the vein. Once I'm done finding the vein, then I grab my supplies. I get everything that I need, and then I go back, right? I put back the tourniquet on, and then I clean the site, and I put the tubes in, and then I remove the tourniquet before removing the needle. Okay, my friend? That's the real way to do it. Once I'm done with that, obviously I remove the needle. I apply pressure on the site. That's very good to do as well. You can skip that step. You don't want the patient to get a hematoma. But after that, I cover the arm, but we're not done. Okay? So once you're done with the blood draw, you go to your little cart and you label all of the tubes. Once you're done with labeling, I check every single tube that matches my current patient before I leave. And then I move on to the next patient. That's what I remember, my friend. And I think that's what I said. I'm trying to think what else they asked me. They basically asked me what's my weakness. And I basically told them my story of when I was a new phlebotomist. I know as a new phlebotomist, we try to avoid what makes us very scared, which is, in my case, it was babies, okay? Just by looking at the order, I would get so nervous and I would panic, okay? But I did not run from that. I actually volunteered to learn. So I would volunteer even if it scared the heck out of me. If I'm talking weird, you guys, it's because I still feel a little bit nervous. So if you guys are going to have an interview, just know that it's very normal to feel nervous. Okay, I've been doing phlebotomy for a couple of years, since 2017, and I still get nervous. Okay, I still get nervous, and that's normal because we're human. And overall, the interview, I think it went well. Of course, I'm going to follow up with you guys to see if they select me or not. And don't forget to ask exit questions. She kept asking me, do you have any questions? And I just kept asking about basically what's the workflow. She told me. the workflow. She basically made it very clear what's expected of the employee, in that case me, if they hire me. I was very, very pleased to meet her, and I'm excited. Something I like about this hiring manager, which is she's a supervisor, she's very hands-on. That's very rare, my friend. I've worked at 3 different hospitals, but usually the supervisor, it's hidden in their office. No offense, but yeah, they're normally hidden in their office and they don't come out at all. And based on what our conversation, I've realized that she's very hands-on. She goes and draws, she goes and helps wherever is needed, and I absolutely love that. That's very wonderful. I'm very, very excited for the outcome. But just know, my friend, that even if I don't get this job, I know it's not meant to be, meaning that it's okay, because you cannot mess with God's plan. Perfect timing. Everything happens for a reason, okay? Let's say one door closes, well, another one will open. So I'm not worried. I'm confident I'll get this job, but of course I'll let you guys know what happens. Another question that I just remembered, she asked what's 5 things that a tube needs. And I got a little bit confused. I thought she was talking about the additives, but no, basically 5 things, okay? So it's patient's name, date of birth, date, time, and my initials. And it's funny because I was stuck with 4, and I didn't realize that I forgot 1. But then I remember by myself, because she was like, okay, you only have 4. And I was like, I was thinking, what am I missing? But that's what it was. Okay, so you need patient's name, date of birth, basically 2 identifiers. It could be MR and date of birth, for example, but 2 identifiers: name, date of birth, date, time, and initials. And yes, my friend, it has to be military time, because at the hospital, especially if you work at a hospital, you cannot get 6 a.m. mixed up with 6 p.m. So, of course, I worked at a previous hospital, so I'm very, very, very familiar with the military time. So I used to work PMs, so I know that 1300 is 1 p.m., 1400 is 2, 1600 is 4. Oh my God, excuse me. And then 2000 is 8 p.m., 2100 is 9, 22 is 10, 2300 is 11 p.m. So that's how it is. When it's 3 a.m. is 0300. It's wonderful, you guys. I love phlebotomy with all my heart. I hope she could see it, that I am very, very, very passionate about phlebotomy. I didn't tell her that I do YouTube videos, but I was this close. But I was like, that's okay. I'm doing YouTube videos anyways to help you anyways. And just because I wish I had some type of insight before starting something. But sometimes I think about it, like, if I didn't struggle, maybe I would never do YouTube videos, because that's why I do YouTube videos, because I struggled and I don't want you guys to struggle. Another question they asked me that I forgot to tell you guys is why do we draw blood cultures? Okay, and the truth of the matter is that a blood culture is normally ordered if a patient has a fever. Okay, and of course a fever is signs of what? An infection. Okay, so the blood cultures is to identify whatever is going on in the body. Okay, and that's how they give antibiotics. Okay, you cannot do antibiotics before the blood cultures. Okay, so that's why we need to respond as fast as possible. There's somebody right there, but it's okay. Before you go into the interview, I would say you need to listen to 2 songs.
I could buy myself flowers. And I'm so confident. I don't need batteries to play.
So I'm basically done, but I don't know why I don't want to leave, but I have to drive now. You're in and out. I love in and out. Something I said in my interview is that I am a buffalo. Let me explain. I know it sounds so funny, but I told them that I was a buffalo because they asked me what was my greatest weakness. And I told them that babies were my biggest fear and my biggest weakness. Of course, this was years ago when I was a very, very new phlebotomist. As you may know, or may not, that's why I encourage you to be very brave and to be buffaloes, because a lot of new people, when they are scared to do something, they avoid doing it. Okay, for example, babies are very, very scary. Okay, so I told them that I was a buffalo, but let me explain. Let's pretend that there is a mountain. Okay, there's some buffaloes and some cows, and they both see a rainstorm coming. Okay, so the cow usually looks at the storm and runs away from it. So runs the opposite side. And the buffalo charges, okay, and uses all its energy to go against the storm. So buffaloes do that because they know that there is sunshine on the other side, okay? So when I was a new phlebotomist, babies scared the heck out of me. And I knew that I was already a phlebotomist and I wanted to master it. With that being said, instead of running away from doing them, I would always volunteer to do them. And that's how I became very good with drawing babies. Because as you may know, phlebotomy, it's all about experience. But how are you going to get experience if you don't expose yourself, right? So the sooner you expose yourself, the sooner you will master phlebotomy. So I want you guys to be buffaloes. And I know it sounds funny, silly, but that's what I said in my interview. And I hope you guys use it too. Or just become a buffalo, okay? It's okay to be scared though. Bye-bye.